Hello guys, welcome to Math Warriors. This is our third episode. Today we're going to learn how to solve quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. Okay, first of all we need to prove the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is a formula that gives us the two values of x in a quadratic equation. So basically what we need to prove right now is that if ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0 and a is a number other than 0, therefore x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So we need to prove that. Okay. Let's think of this equation just like a simple quadratic equation, but using a, b, and c as our coefficients instead. Okay. I want to solve this quadratic equation by completing the square. If I want to complete the square in this quadratic equation, then the x squared should not have any coefficient. So I need to divide both sides by a. Then I get x squared plus b over a times x plus c over a equals to 0. Then I need to move this c over a to the other side so that I have these two phrases only on one side. Therefore, x squared plus b over a times x equals negative c over a. Okay, now I need a phrase in brackets and a squared, and I want it to equal to x squared plus b over a times x. So obviously one of them is going to be x. I want to know whether it's going to be an addition or subtraction. We have a plus sign in here, so I figure out that it is an addition. Okay. Now, what is a number that if I multiply it by 2, then multiply it by x, it gives me b over a times x. So if you think about it, we figure out that it is b over 2a, because 2 times b over 2a times x gives me b over a times x. Let me see. Oops. Okay. So I find the result. I get x squared plus b over a times x and another value which is positive b squared over 4 a squared. Now I can't just add this value to one side of the equation. If I add this to one side, then I need to add it to the other side too. So what I need to do is to write this down and add this value to negative c over a 2. Therefore, x plus b over 2a squared equals negative c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. Okay, now I find the answer to this addition in here. Therefore, x plus b over 2a squared equals, I'll multiply these two values. I get 4a cubed, and on the top we have negative 4a squared times c plus a times b squared. Now, as you see here, I can factor 1a out. So I do that. It gives me a brackets negative 4ac plus b squared, and this gives me a times 4a squared. Now I can cancel the a's out. So I'll have b squared minus 4ac over 4 times a squared. Okay. Therefore, x plus b over 2a squared is equal to b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Okay, we're getting close. Now, I don't want this square sign in here. I don't want it. It's making trouble for me. Then what I need to do is to apply a square root on both sides. So if I do that, on this side I get x plus b over 2a, and on this side I get positive or negative. That is very important. Always remember, when you apply a square root on a square number, the result is going to be positive or negative. That's a rule. That's a very important rule. Okay, positive or negative square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. Now, I can take this 4a squared out of this square root sign. It will equal to 2a. Therefore, it equals positive or negative the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now, this is way better. Okay, now finally I need to move this b over 2a to the other side. Therefore, I get x equals positive or negative square root of b minus 4ac over 2a minus b over 2a. Now, let me put this minus in here, this b over here. So x equals positive or negative square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a minus b over 2a. Now the 2a's are the same, so I can make them 1. Therefore, it equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And finally, x equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And that is our formula. Okay, now we're going to solve some examples using the quadratic formula. And it's going to be pretty easy, actually. All we need to do is that when they give us a quadratic equation, first of all, we need to change it to the standard form, which is this. And we just need to put the values of each coefficient into the formula, and it will give us the values of x. So, for example, if I have x plus 2 times x minus 1 equal to 2 minus 3x. I need to change this into the standard form. So I distribute them using the fishing method. And 2 times this times 1. Therefore I get x squared minus x plus 2x minus 2 equal to 2 minus 3x. Therefore, I need all of the x's, everything on the other side, so I will only have 0 on this side. So I get x squared minus x plus 2x plus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Then I add up the like terms, same terms. I get x squared, negative x plus 2x is x, and x plus 3x is positive 4x. Negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4 equals to 0. Now that is my standard form. Now my equation is x equals negative b, positive or negative, the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now this one is my b value. This 1 in here, which is invisible, is my a value, and this negative 4 is my c value. So I just put them in here. Therefore, x equals negative b. My b is positive 4. Negative of positive 4 is negative 4. Plus or minus square root of 4 squared, which is my b squared, minus 4 times my a, which is 1, times my c, which is negative 4, and divided by 2 times my a, which is 1. It equals to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16, which is 4 to the power of 2. Okay, negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, and negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. And this is 2. Therefore, x equals negative 4 plus or minus square root of 32 over 2. Now, as a result, my two x values are negative 4 plus the square root of 32 over 2 and negative 4 minus the square root of 32 over 2. So I write it this way. X equals negative 4 plus square root of 32 over 2, comma, x equals negative 4 minus 32 over 2.